All right, we want to find early autumn. It helps to have a good working knowledge of the alphabet to find these things. So twice. So to answer your question about open voicings and closed voicings, and I'm not trying to be a jerk here or anything, but it's kind of up to you. What do you like? And if you're playing a song, you want to try out some closed voicings, you want to try out open voicings, and see what sounds best. If you're a beginner and you haven't learned how to take like a C major seventh and turn it into an open voicing, which sometimes they call a spread voicing, but I don't like that terminology. You know, if you haven't practiced these things through the cycle, like this, maybe you're more comfortable just playing a closed voicing with the melody up here. Now right there on G7th, I just did this and this, so we would say it's an open voicing since I left out some notes, but I should include those notes someplace. But I didn't. All right, but I could have played it as an open voicing. When the melody's really low, sometimes the only thing you can do is an open voicing because the closed voicing is going to sound too thick. If you're playing the melody here and you want to play the D minor down here, you can hear how muddy that sounds. But if you want that bass note there, make it an open voicing. So root fifth, third, and seventh gives us a nice open voicing. Or just do a small closed voicing here. And then an open voicing here. And right here, E minor with the fifth on top. You can't go like that. I mean, you could, but it's just too low. And then a little reharmonization there. All right, let's take this song from the top. Now, because you're outlining the chords, you don't really have to play full chords down here. Might sound good just for the root and the seventh, and then maybe use the pedal to keep the chord in there. And here I went to a open voicing, root seventh and third. Don't need the fifth because it's a dominant chord. You want to leave it out of most dominant chords because a lot of times you're going to put the flat 5 or the flat 13. You can call it a sharp 5 if you like. And the 5 gives the chord a lot of stability. But a dominant chord, you want it to be unstable. You want it to have a lot of tension in it. So leave the 5 out. Add that ninth in when you get there. Let's try that in the beginning. So I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but no. Now you got two measures of C here, and I'm looking, what the heck can I do here? I'm going to D minor. So, how do I get to D minor? You do the move 1, 4, 3, 6, or use tritone substitutions 1, 4, 3, flat 3, or 1, what's the tritone of the 4 here? That. Or just something like that would be nice. So here, that's a closed voicing. Doesn't sound bad. The open voicing I don't think sounds as good there. Even though it's a low chord, I think it sounds better to play a closed voicing, put the bass note down there. And, this is an open voicing, I suppose. It's one of those rootless voicings. Right? It's a rootless voicing for G. Got the G down here. So a typical kind of chord here, it's a diminished chord. I could look for an open voicing. That's too far to reach. So what could I do? I don't know. Yeah, if a kind of way to bring the bass up, then we can reach the chord. Yeah. The bass note. So. Maybe just a little 2-5-1 there at the end, making that a D minor to G7 would be, a little easier on your average listener's ears. Got to say goodbye. Thank you very much. See you soon.